How's it going, listeners? Welcome back to CuboldCast. In this episode, we'll be talking about the indie horror game In Sound Mind.
And other stuff.
Yes,
Lots of other
indeed.
stuff, as usual.
Yep.
You know what? It's weird because I think last podcast I said that Okay, so first of all, the start of the year has been terrible for a lot of us.
Yeah.
And it hasn't stopped. And there's something about Tuesdays. So, okay, first Tuesday of the year, I think, I got my teeth pulled out, right? And so that sucked. Second week, last week, I got my appendix out, and that sucked. This Tuesday, my car broke down and my battery died. And since then, I've had to jump it like 5 or 6 times. Today, I'm getting a new battery. And then tomorrow, Chug's getting his teeth pulled out, his wisdom teeth.
Yeah. We've all, JJ and I, our families also had 2 cats
Yeah.
pass in the past like month.
My sister had her lizard die.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's happening.
I don't know.
I think Tuesdays are like cursed. Well, at least for me, they've been cursed. I'm scared
It's
for
not
tomorrow.
just Tuesdays for us. It's just like everything.
Yeah.
but it
yeah.
always happens on a Tuesday.
That is true.
Also, Ben, I still sound really quiet. You able to increase the gain a little
You
bit?
sound fine to me, but I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
You sound good.
Well, I do have a cold, too. So my throat is kind of weird and scratchy.
I like the little phone stand you got there.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
You have,
Just a little
you have an iPad, don't you?
Yeah, I just forget to bring it every
Oh.
time. I forget Ben's going to be using my laptop.
Yeah, so tomorrow's going to be fun for you.
The only thing I'm afraid of is what I'm going to be doing when I'm high.
Yeah, just don't attack anyone in the operating room.
Yeah.
I think Chug's the scariest.
I don't know.
It's going to be like Spider-Man 2 when Doc Ock woke up and the arms attacked everyone.
And
Yeah.
the surgery scene.
Yeah.
Pretty
He's
much.
going to be attacking people in the operating room.
You know what's weird is that, so you know how Raimi directed those?
Yeah.
And that obviously, like, that felt kind of out of place because it was kind of like a horror. And, like, the lady was, like, screaming and she got pulled away
Yeah.
by the Doc Ock arms and stuff. And I guess he killed all the people in the surgery room or whatever. So he's directing Doctor Strange 2. And that's going to be a horror type. Or has horror vibes. So it's like, he doesn't make horror movies, but he always implements, like, horror vibes to it. Which
kinda
apparently there's going to be a ton of cameos. It's going to be like a big celebration of Marvel, like over the years.
kind of like the Spider-Man one recently,
Yeah, it's going to be...
without spoiling.
Yeah, they're going to make like a bunch of stuff canon, basically. So,
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of other stuff about Daredevil Season 4 reboot.
yes.
Yeah.
Possibly Amazing Spider-Man reboot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And so we're huge fans of all of those.
I
So
know.
that'd be super exciting.
It's like this whole multiverse thing. At first I was like, oh, please don't make it too convoluted. Like that's the one thing. Like, I'm sorry if you're a Flash fan, but I mean, it just gets insane. It is like ridiculous at this point.
Yeah.
And that was my worry is that great, they're going to do this thing where now it's going to be so complicated, but it's really not.
Although DC has been making some decent movies recently. With Aquaman and the first Wonder Woman. The
I liked
Wonder Woman was
Aquaman.
Wait,
But-
what? Second one?
The second Wonder Woman sucked.
yeah.
I didn't like
it
it.
wasn't very good. Although I liked Pedro.
Pedro Pascal.
Try to say it all
Pedro.
Spanish. Like,
Brian would be proud.
yeah, he would.
Speaking of Brian, we had him make a random compilation of videos for us, and we're gonna do a try not to laugh kind of thing. We're not gonna make it
I don't know.
cringy.
Should we keep it in the audio section? Because it'd be kind of awkward.
I think it might.
could
Well,
leave
it
it
could
in.
still work.
If people don't
it
wanna
might-
listen,
it
they
would
can
be
turn it
weird,
off.
But I mean, to
Yeah.
be honest, we haven't watched them yet, and
I'm the only one that's seen them.
if anyone knows, not a lot of people listening probably know Brian, but his memes are so weird. They're Twitter memes.
Yeah.
He'll join the chat randomly after not being there for like 2 weeks, send a bunch of the weirdest memes ever, and then leave.
They're hilarious because
Yep.
they're like, they make no sense.
Yeah.
They're like weirder than Reddit memes.
His memes are weirder than my memes.
Yeah.
You know those old memes that are like memes in 2022 and it like makes no sense? That's literally all he sends.
Yeah. So it's going to be our first time watching it. Although I glimpsed at the videos and I saw some repeats, but they're pretty funny.
Some repeats what that he sent.
Some that he sent in the chat, like only a few. But
No, there is some that he sent before.
there's some really good ones in there.
Yeah. We'll try our best not to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna pull like one of those big YouTuber try not to laugh
Oh
ones.
my goodness. Cops are called.
Gone wrong.
Oh, the new God of War was out, which technically I have because Chug shared his library with me.
You took Zevi off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Zevi. You're in the other room.
Zevi's just chilling in the control room.
He's chilling with Ben in there.
Yeah.
Say hi, Ben. That's not hi.
I was drinking as soon as you said that.
Oh, okay. You
Drinking
just
what,
spit
your
water
beer?
on the mic.
You're disgusting, Ben.
Yeah. He gets beer privilege.
Yeah, but you were saying it's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's, as far as I've played so far, it's like in my top 10 favorite games.
Okay, one thing that, and I said this, there was another game. I think it was like something of the Colossi or
Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, or Colossus. Games like that get me excited because being able to fight like huge monsters and creatures is just something that's like, I don't know, it's like an appeal for me. It just looks so huge set piece type.
What the cool thing about God of War is, I didn't know this before playing, but people are saying, oh, it's only a little bit open world. But like when you go into it, there's just so many alleys. It's like, I wouldn't consider it open world fully, but like in a way it kind of is. Does that make sense?
Is it like you go into an area? Is it like Fallen Order where there's like planets that are kind of limited, like in size, but you can still go back to those planets?
Yes. You get new things as you progress in the story, and you can go back and you could open things. There's like so many things that I haven't even gone into and I've passed that I couldn't get into yet. But I don't know, the way they did it is just so satisfying.
Oh, is that the term Metroidvania? I've always been confused by that term.
Metroidvania?
Yeah.
That sounds really familiar.
Like Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a type of game where you can go around the world, but you need certain things to unlock.
Let me see.
Maybe. It might be.
Okay, so a Metrovania is a subgenre of action-adventure video games focused on non-linear and utility-gated exploration and progression.
Huh.
So, maybe?
If that is what it consists.
Is it non-linear?
In parts it is, and in other parts it's not. So like, it's like BioShock, except you can go back to the previous areas, I guess you could say.
So that's not really non-linear. Linear is you have one path from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
So if you go back,
so like the first hour and a half of the game is like setting up, and it's very linear. And then once you get to this giant open water section, it kind of just opens up. And then the water keeps draining and more stuff keeps popping up. And so it's like, you go out, it spreads, it drains, it even spreads even more. And then there's more stuff in all around it. And then there's also like multiple other realms you can go to. But so far it's the graphics, the optimization, the fighting, it's just super good.
I've heard a lot of good things about that game.
It looks very polished.
Yeah. The thing is, if you guys do play it, you're gonna have to set aside some time because it's not a short game.
Yeah.
Would you say 20?
20 hours for the main story.
Oh.
If you just follow the objectives.
I do want to play it. I think that would be a good podcast too.
Oh yeah. We would
Maybe
have a
next
lot
month
to
or-
talk
or
about.
a
If
month
it is
after.
that good, it might be one of those games that we just want to get through. Like for me, that was Red Dead. And I put 60 hours into that in a couple weeks easily.
Oh, guaranteed. If you guys start it, you're not going to want to finish it. I do say
Wait,
that.
you're not going to want to
Or
finish
you
it?
are going to want to finish it. Sorry, I messed that up. But for Red Dead, for you, is different. And I don't know.
I can understand the open world thing.
I haven't. Well, I say this like almost every week. It's not. Red Dead is so fun, but I find it hard to open the game because I know that
There's just so much to it.
Yeah. I do only the main stories, and really the only open world game that I really got lost in was Witcher, because I went around and obviously the side stories, a lot of them are better than the main story, and I know there's a lot of that in Red Dead. But
a lot of it, yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to finish it one day.
Yeah.
One day when
One
you're
day.
like 80 years old.
Yeah.
No, but if you guys do play God of War, just be aware that it's like 20 hours just for the story.
I could
It looks
probably do
really
20.
good.
So,
I could probably do
I mean,
20.
we did Last of Us 2, which was around that.
and honestly, like you can go through the game without collecting stuff. Once you get all these different mechanics to open up the previous stuff, if you really want to, you can go back and open it. It doesn't stop you from doing anything. So it's very satisfying.
As long as it's not overwhelming, like one of the newer Assassin's Creed games, like Odyssey.
Okay, I was thinking about this last night. I was like, compared to Valhalla, this is like a million times better.
Huh.
Valhalla was good, but it was just too large.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the new Assassin's Creed.
Oh. They're
And-
comparable because like what the setting?
Norse mythology.
Oh, okay.
It's not Norse.
Yeah,
Not
it is.
God of War. That's Greek.
Greek. Oh, you're right. It is Greek.
Yeah.
Because Odin, Thor.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't really originally a part in that realm. He went to that realm.
Yeah,
To be
he's
with his
from
wife.
what, Roman?
I think so.
Unless I thought Mars was the god of war for Romans. I'm not sure though.
I'm not sure actually, to be
Huh.
honest. But the story is really good so far.
I think that would be a good game to do a podcast on.
Yeah.
We'd have to set a goal further out to finish it. 'Cause it would
Yeah,
take us a
I
little.
wanna
I
have
would I would
time.
recommend if we do, let's say like next month, we put a goal for one of the weeks to be God of War.
Yeah,
Take your time with it.
because I heard that's one of those
Take your
game of the decade kind of things.
Take your time with the game because you're not gonna want to finish it. I don't want to finish it. I'm not even close to beating it. So like, I don't want to finish it.
Huh?
It's so good.
Because it's so bad.
Oh yeah.
Well, the way you said it, you're like, I don't want to finish it.
No, I
Like, I
don't
hate it
want
so
to
You
much.
don't
finish
want
it
it to end.
because I don't want it to end.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I could see that. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, this is something that we're going to be doing this year quite a bit. We have a few plans, but we're looking to get more guests on the podcast.
Yes.
More communities involved.
Anyone hear that voice crack?
Me?
No, me.
Oh, I had a really bad one the other day.
Huh?
It was so weird. I wasn't tired either. It was just like out of nowhere. It was so bad. It was when I was out with Patrick and Katie.
Yeah, I was voice cracking a lot yesterday because I could barely talk. Like,
Yeah, it sounded pretty bad. But it sounds better now.
I have to clear my
Yeah.
throat a lot recently.
my throat hurts. I mean, I may lose it tomorrow because I'm doing so much talking now.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We do have a humidifier, so that might help.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty dry everywhere right now. So in my room when I wake up, yesterday morning I couldn't talk at all. But it got better throughout the day.
I wonder if having a humidifier in your room is like, I wonder if that'd be kind of nice.
There is like
Yeah.
I was researching it. There's like an optimal humidity for sleeping. It's like between a certain range. I forget what it was though.
How much was that? That humidifier.
I think that was like $30-$40, maybe.
I'm sure Chug leaving the window open doesn't help with that.
Oh, for sure.
You just wake up with like a dry throat.
Well,
Pretty much.
He likes cold so much. It'll be 0 degrees out and he'll leave his windows open.
Well, are you wearing shorts right now? You're always wearing shorts.
Yep.
and
even-
poor Ben's in there freezing with him because they share a room.
Pixie hangs out with him and keeps him warm.
She's so tiny.
I think she steals his warmth.
She still says, yeah.
You know that feeling when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, and you like need water.
Yeah.
I always keep water with me.
You know what I haven't had in a while? Like when you're sick and you wake up and your nose is like super crusty and hard. I haven't had that in years.
Yeah. Oh, I hate
That's
that. I
gross.
always had to like break it apart with water.
Oh.
Or
Wait,
pink eye.
water? You put water in it?
Well, no, I'm like rinsing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do it with a tissue because it's all crusty and it hurts to pull it.
Oh yeah.
So I break it. I like loosen it with water.
You know, pink
gross.
eye when you
Pink
open,
eye's-
when you wake up and you can't open your eyes and you're
Dude.
like, bruh.
I think only once I ever had it in both, and I couldn't see, and it was terrifying.
Honestly, when I was in school, I liked pink eye because it didn't really hurt. It was mostly just like an inconvenient thing.
Oh, but you didn't have to go.
Yeah, you could stay home from school. So
And you get someone that farts in your face.
that's true. Yeah, Ben has pink eye like every other week now
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of Zevi.
Yeah. It's so funny. I look over to my left and I see Zevi's giant head just on the couch, way back there. What did Josh say? He said you had like a circle head, because Keenan has like a square head.
Oh yeah.
Steve from Minecraft.
Wait, so that means their dad has a triangle head because
Yeah.
So they're rock launchers.
What about
somebody
rock?
needs an X head for a PlayStation.
What?
Ah, PlayStation
Yeah.
buttons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Um,
Did we mention we hit 10K subs?
I think we
I don't
did
know.
last podcast.
We're
We
almost
did
at
10,500 or something.
almost
Close to that, yeah.
We're up on everything,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy. Usually January is like awful
Yeah,
for
I know.
everything.
I'm actually
Yeah.
excited because by the end of next year, it should be a lot better.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
January is one of those months that no one really likes.
No.
It's depressing in January.
Yeah.
Like,
Though
it's just nothing's
I feel like it's worse in
happening.
February.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, there is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but the
Doesn't
single
apply-
people are
doesn't
like,
apply to some people.
But besides that, there's really nothing until
February is a shorter
April?
month though by like 2 or 3 days.
That is true. I
Yeah.
think February might be worse though. Well, I don't know.
It's like the end.
I feel like it goes
tail
by
end.
quick.
Well, at least January you have like not I mean, I don't make resolutions, but you have plans. It's kind of exciting
Yeah.
to start the year like, I don't know, strong. I mean, we've been doing really well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, January is really not horrible. Plus, you're kind of riding the high from Christmas too. You don't just crash immediately.
You still have all the stuff that you got,
yeah.
and then once February hits, it kind of gets old.
Wait,
And
I gotta
then,
test this. Testing. It just sounds so quiet. I can hear myself echoing on your guys' mics.
Huh.
It's really weird.
It's weird. What was I gonna say? Maybe I won't.
Did we say
mention- I won't- Yeah, we did. I don't know if I'll mention the last thing.
What?
I don't know, just some issues and
Yeah, someone came in to do some work on our studio and was messing with our equipment.
I just can't like. Okay, so they started trying to unplug the XLRs from our mixing board, and like first of all, you're here to put a hole in the wall. Like you're not here to pull and then they took the screws out of the XLRs
That's so weird.
and they never put them back in. Like it's just crazy. I just don't understand
I
that.
think they may have tried because the prongs were pushed in on some of them and needed to use a cloth and like needle nose pliers to pull it out.
They are pretty. It's a pretty tight fit on that board, but even then, like
what was the reason for it? There was like
what?
for taking that stuff out.
I don't. Well, they were gonna like take them out and put it in this room so they can like reroute it back through the hole. But like at that point, you're pulling on someone's like equipment, and it's like, what do you?
It would have been easier to do it in here.
What?
Like
Move it
unplug
from
these.
that way and then put it through
That's
this
true.
way.
Yeah. I don't know.
That way you don't mess with the board. But
I don't know. Just weird stuff has been going on. Although we might be getting new Wi-Fi soon. So that's
Finally.
exciting.
that is good. I'm literally using my hotspot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
same.
we're all using it. There's no way.
It's horrible. And it's a Saturday. No, it's not a Saturday.
It's a Monday.
We normally record on Saturdays, but even then it's horrible. So I can't imagine what it's like during peak when everyone's using it.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness. I feel bad if anyone's actually using
Like
it.
if one
It's
person is
terrible.
watching a 1080p YouTube video, it like shuts everybody else's internet off.
Not even 1080p.
Not
It's
even
any
yeah.
YouTube video,
It's
pretty much.
ridiculous.
This is kind of unrelated, but well, actually maybe. You know that Elon Musk Wi-Fi
Oh,
thing?
Starlink.
Is that out yet? Or is that
I
developed?
don't know, but Matt from our Discord
Yeah.
keeps saying that he needs to get that because they live so far out there in a rural area. Rural.
Yeah.
He still doesn't
It
have
sounds pretty interesting. Oh, he doesn't?
No.
He's been gaming on what, a hotspot?
Yeah, it's
Really?
it's so bad.
Yeah, his connection is pretty awful.
How does he download games?
I
It
don't know.
takes
It
him like days to do it.
Like, what happens if he has to download GTA or something else that's 100 gigabytes?
He has to wait like a week.
That's insane. And that's a lot of data being used, so they probably
Yeah.
throttle him too.
And you have to keep your computer on that whole time too. Like if you have, that's a long time to keep your computer on.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Huh.
Again, if anyone listening, if you're enjoying the podcast, don't forget to rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or you can also find the video version of this on YouTube. Although we may be getting a video version on Spotify as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it would
What
be
is
just
that,
like Joe
in
Rogan.
beta mode or something?
Yeah, they're only accepting we got accepted. There's like applications, but it's weird. It's for whatever reason I'm having trouble finding like transfer settings. So we'll figure it out.
But yeah, if you want video, just go to our CuboldCast
Yeah.
YouTube and then
Which I think is I think you should do because like last week we had the wings.
the wing thing.
And it's just better to like without any context of like the visual, all you hear is like
Chewing
the
noise.
chewing.
Yeah.
And then you
And
hear
then
us, like,
also
dying.
the video thing that we're doing today. You can see
That's
the actual
true.
videos.
Yeah.
You know, I wish we had showed the hot sauce and even putting it on video.
Yeah.
Literally putting that hot sauce on the wing made me die coughing.
That would have
in
been
the
more fun
kitchen.
to watch than actually eating
It was
the
it
wings.
was really bad. And then
Surprised.
when I microwaved it, it was like it permeated.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird. It permeated the kitchen.
I was gonna say, I bet
hot sauce
I'm
smell.
surprised the microwave isn't like permanently stained with
Yeah,
that stench.
we had to throw away that brush that we brushed the hot sauce on with.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you tell mom about that? 'Cause
Yeah,
that was her
I
brush.
did. I told her we'll buy her a new brush.
You
But
gotta write that down.
yeah,
Oh, you guys want to get into the game?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So In Sound Mine is actually something that I saw months ago. And it was like, it had just released and there was like 5 reviews. And I was like, this looks kind of interesting. But I didn't buy it because I think it's their first game and it's extremely like small.
Actually, maybe I'm thinking of a different game. It may be their first game.
I think it is, yeah.
Huh.
So basically what it is, I'll just give a quick little synopsis of it. It's a horror game, probably more psychological horror maybe. It's not very scary.
Especially certain parts are just not scary at all.
No. It's a really good game, but basically it centers around this psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name.
Therapist.
Oh, yeah, therapist.
Oh, yeah.
Because a therapist can't prescribe meds.
I remember that. Therapist, and he's in his mind. You're in his mind playing through, and there's a main like quote unquote villain. But essentially, you're going through your memories and you're exploring his mind. And I guess I don't know. I don't want to say too much before the spoiler section. But yeah, basically, it's kind of like it's a unique setting, a different setting, and yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it.
I was looking for some explanation videos afterwards, and I could only find one talking about one specific character, but nothing that actually like explains the whole story or connects pieces together.
Yeah. Well, what you were saying to me the other day when you were actually playing it, I remember when you first started like going through like the first section of the game, you're like, is this type of game or is this like this type of thing? And I said, it's kind of like that.
Because it talks about a lot of different topics in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
It was something about consumerism or something.
Yeah.
That was only part of it.
It was partial. So we'll talk about like the whole synopsis of that in the spoiler section.
Yeah.
Like about like what was happening, but
Yeah, I think there's like small little nods to stuff like that, but I think overall, well, actually, no, I guess it does kind of that specific point where you're talking about consumerism. I think that does kind of play into that certain section of the game.
yeah, because they all
like vanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does make a lot of sense.
But yeah, basically the horror in it though was only like first half of it.
Yeah.
The first half of the game was horror, and then the last half of it was more action.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, because I remember probably maybe the first couple hours. There was a few times where I jumped.
Mm-hmm.
The parts where I jumped weren't even meant to be jump scares. There's one part where I was just doing my own thing in this room, and a dude comes sprinting in, and there was no noise, no loud sounds, anything, no music.
Oh.
I screamed loud, and I rarely do that with horror games. Because when this dude's running at your face out of nowhere.
Oh, was that in the first section?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was the first time you ever see like the main dude who follows you around.
Yeah.
First time I ever saw him in person. It scared me because those are the most scary jump scares.
Yeah.
I think the reason the beginning part was so scary was because you didn't have anything.
That's true.
Like basically, as the game goes on, you start collecting more and more of these weapons and tools that you need to use to complete these puzzles. And in the beginning, you only have, what do you have? Like the first thing you get is a pistol. Oh, the flashlight.
No, you have to build
get the
the pistol.
flashlight, and then you build the pistol, and then you have a pistol. But even then, you have a pistol, flashlight, and a shard of glass for the first person that you go to.
Yeah.
So it's like you're very limited. But towards the end, you have all these different things that you can use in your arsenal.
Now, I do have to say the combat seems very just tacked on.
Yeah.
Because if they took all the combat out of the game, it would function almost identically just without that aspect.
That's true. Yeah. Because a lot of it was like you rely on, this won't make any sense to anyone listening, but if you haven't played it, but like the shard of glass, how you use that to find hints and stuff.
Yeah.
I use that probably more than anything else.
Yeah, for sure. Whenever I wasn't using a gun or something, I would switch back to the glass.
I think the glass was the only tool that you used through the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it's the first thing you get, so you use it the most.
Like you use it from the beginning to end. Like you need it.
Which I thought it was kind of funny that shard of glass can do so much.
Break.
You could break boards with a piece of glass. And like you use it to cut the invincible crime scene tape.
Oh,
That
yeah.
even the game makes fun of itself. It's like, wow, that's some strong crime scene tape.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah.
is in his mind, I guess, so.
Yeah. You could explain anything in the game by, oh, it's just in his mind.
That's true.
Pretty much.
That's not even a spoiler because that's the way
No.
it starts out.
You said that the jump scares that got you were the ones that weren't jump scares. I think those are the only, well, they weren't like loud noise. What's that game we played where all they did was just put
Dark
a loud
Pictures anthology.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
anthology.
It wasn't like that. And those are, I think, the only quote unquote jump scares is because, this figure that's following you around in your mind, he'll appear randomly.
Mm-hmm.
And there's multiple times where I jumped or I screamed and I got jump scared because he would just walk across the hall, or you would see him like randomly on like in the distance or something.
Or you just see his face.
Yeah,
Like
and
in
it's
a
like-
window and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. All right then.
Yeah, I think towards the end I kind of expected it in some points, and I wasn't really scared. I wasn't not scared, but I didn't get jump scared. But towards the beginning, it did get me quite a bit because it is kind of creepy because you're all alone in this like the main setting is like in this, what is it, hotel?
It's his apartment building.
Oh, apartment building. And then this dude's like just running around like
And you're like the
stalking
only
you.
human other than this dude.
Yeah.
So it's really weird.
I wouldn't say it's scary. It's more I don't even
I would
know
say
if it's
thriller.
Yeah, it's not I mean it's kind of creepy, but I mean
Psychological thriller.
yeah, cuz it has some creepy vibes and aspects to it, but I don't
It's a
know if I'd say-
Metroidvania.
Yeah, I don't really
Wait.
know what fully defines that, but it seems like
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah, actually,
the more I
maybe.
hear that term, the more I'm like, isn't that just a generic term for any game that you have to go back?
I mean, those games aren't always the
Yeah.
case.
That is
I mean, I guess
true.
there wouldn't I mean, how else would you describe it? Some like
Well, the
semi
thing is, a while ago when I was thinking about that word Metroidvania, when you the two games you think of, Metroid and Castlevania, those are all 2D scroller games. So whenever I heard that term, I just recently I started hearing people referring to games other than 2D platforming or those types of games as that. So whenever I think of that, I think of like Hollow Knight, Metroid. I think of
cuz it's 2D.
yeah, I don't think of like behind the back games or first person games or things like that. So it's
I
kind
think-
of
I
odd
think
in
the-
my brain.
Closest thing would be Resident Evil,
Yes.
because it's a lot like Resident
Yeah,
Evil in
it
certain
really
ways.
is. The other thing is it's a lot like Resident Evil, but I was talking to you about this when I was playing it. I think we were both playing it. It's very refreshing because it feels like a source game. Is that what it is? Source game?
Feels like a Gary's Mod custom map
yeah.
or something like that.
It felt really good. It was like, it wasn't like super polished, but I kind of liked that.
You mentioned it felt like Black Mesa, which was
Yeah.
what is it?
Complete remake of Half-Life 1.
Yeah, but it was by a separate company. It wasn't by
Yeah. So it was like updated
Valve.
Source Engine.
Is that free?
No.
it's worth playing though.
It really is.
But
good.
you have to have Half-Life?
No.
Oh.
It's its own separate game, but it's just a remaster of Half-Life.
Yeah,
1.
Valve liked it so much they let them monetize it.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty crazy. Like
The guns feel really nice.
how does Valve get money from that? Do they get a portion?
They might get like half of it, maybe.
Huh.
I don't know.
'Cause it's true. It's like a true remake. It's the one remake I've played that's actually good.
I wonder do people like it
Resident
better
Evil
than
2.
I think a lot of people like it better. Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2 was a full remake.
Was it? Like every aspect of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Same
that,
with
that was
Resident
good.
Evil 3, which wasn't as good, and they cut a ton of stuff out.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Resident Evil 2 was even a perspective change too, because the old one was like fixed camera positions and like the top
kind of
left
like,
of the room.
kind of like the medium in a way.
So it
Yeah.
wasn't like as true of a remake. Because Black Mesa, they recreated everything identically.
That
but then
is true.
some areas they like resized to make the scale bigger. And then there's an area towards the end of the game where they did a complete overhaul of it.
that area is so cool.
It really is.
How long does that take to beat?
It's 10 hours, less than 10 hours.
I mean, that'd be a game worth talking about because Half-Life is one of the most influential games out there.
Yeah.
We need to play 2 then.
I have been. Oh, I started
I
it.
haven't played 2. I own it though.
You played the first one?
I
Black
played
Mesa
Black Mesa.
is the first one.
Oh, but it's
You can count it as playing the first one.
Oh.
because it's everything that's in the first
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
They didn't
I would be
add
down to play that.
pretty much anything.
And then
You
2.
can take it from my library. I own it, so
Oh, yeah.
Because you kind of feel like that old game style with modern graphics.
Yeah.
well, it's not really modern, but it still looks very.
It
good.
looks really good. So they're pretty modern.
Yeah.
Maybe if we play, if I play Black Mesa and then we play Half-Life 2, maybe we can borrow Ben's VR or something and play
Oh, Alex.
Half-Life Alex,
which I heard
maybe.
was really good.
Yeah. There's also Half-Life Half-Life 2 episode 1 and 2.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of like things that like branches off of it.
But never Half-Life 3.
Nope.
Valve will never make a game that's 3. That's the third installment.
If anything, I want them to make Portal 3. I want Portal 3. I want more puzzles.
How long has it been since they made Portal 2?
2011.
Dang.
Wow. They're not making any new games, are they?
They're just like kind of updating the old ones, and
What was that card game they made based on, was it Dota?
I don't know.
I don't know. People weren't really
Hearthstone.
happy. It wasn't Hearthstone. It was like Hearthstone.
I don't know.
I forget. But yeah, Valve seems like they're too afraid to make remakes or even new sequels to the classic
I feel like
games.
they're more focused on hardware. As in like the Valve Index, the Steam Deck,
Is that out yet?
that's not out yet.
You know,
No.
if they made exclusives for the Steam Deck, that would be worth playing.
Or just Steam.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because
but
if they
it's-
made exclusives to the Steam Deck, it would be in your Steam library. And how would that
Wait,
even work?
isn't that just a mini computer?
Yeah, I guess. But it would be kind of interesting if it was like made specifically for
Like a Vita
features.
type?
Like a what?
Like a PS Vita type thing?
Kind of, yeah.
I don't know how they do that because it's basically a mini PC. You could do whatever you want on it.
Yeah. I'm sure
You're
there's
not
a way
just
to do
limited
it.
to Steam. You can get Origin on it. You can get Ubisoft on it. You could get
That's
you could get
weird.
Blizzard on it and play COD.
It scales all the resolution. Like,
Yeah,
It actually looks pretty nice.
it does.
I don't know if I'd get one, but it's pretty cool looking.
It is.
I'd like to try it out eventually.
that would be pretty cool. Wait, how much are they going to be?
It depends on which one you get. Like the first one is like 200, and the next one's 4, and the next one's 6. But it like increases. You can get a NVMe SSD if you get the 600. You also get like a carrying case. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff. You could look it up on
Do
Steam.
they have
but
a graphics or like a hardware, what do you call it? Do they have like a sheet that compares it to like certain hardware? Like, is it as powerful as a 3080 or like a whatever?
Don't think so, but they have done some benchmarks on it. They played Doom Eternal and they got like 130 FPS at 1080p, that type of thing. Like stuff
Doom's
like
pretty
that.
easy to run though, isn't it?
It is, but the thing is like they could run GTA 5 on like ultra graphics with and it runs perfectly.
That's
Like,
pretty crazy, actually.
Like it's an insane package that you get with that.
Did
It's not
they-
even a console. It's like a computer. You're buying a computer.
Because you can plug it into the dock, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you can just.
You can use it as a computer.
You can
What?
plug a keyboard
Yeah.
and mouse into it and use it as a PC.
That's literally amazing.
Yeah.
That's like, if anyone was gonna buy a pre-built, might as well just buy that.
Yeah.
Then you can take it on the go.
Mm-hmm. And there's like the battery life's insane. I heard.
What is in it? Like, is there a graphics card? Is it just a CPU? Like, I don't.
Well, there's a GPU in it.
Is it their own developed thing?
I don't know.
Or because
Stream Deck specs.
Speckies.
It looks a lot like a Switch.
Yeah.
It
AMD
looks crazy.
processor.
A RDNA 2
16 gigs of
CUDA
RAM.
cores.
So when you buy the upgraded ones, you're just paying for more storage and faster storage?
Yeah, you're paying for the storage.
Not for processing power.
No, it's the same stuff inside.
Can you get external storages?
You can. You can also get SD cards with more storage if you really want to.
Those wouldn't be that fast, though.
They wouldn't, but like it's extra storage.
They really, you know what? They should really market this to a lot of the console people, because even though it's like technically a computer and you can do whatever you want on it, this would bridge the gap of people that want something handheld,
Well, the
like
thing
a
is,
console. And
PlayStation PCs putting all their games on there.
Yeah.
onto Steam anyways.
Yeah,
Like
Xbox
God
been
of
doing
War
that.
went on put on there the other day. Days Gone, Horizon, Detroit, like all these different games. Ghost of Tsushima's coming out later this year. So is Uncharted 4 in the Legacy Collection. Like,
yeah.
imagine having a small thing like this
No, with the
where you could
exception
play
of
all these.
with the exception of Nintendo, I think consoles' days are probably numbered.
Yeah,
Because I mean, look at the current consoles. People can't even get their hands on them.
that's why PlayStation is trying to get into PC stuff because they're not getting enough money from the PlayStation 5 people.
Yeah, they're selling the PS5 at a loss,
Yeah.
so they don't know what to do.
So that's why they're putting PC stuff on or PlayStation stuff on PC so they can get the extra money
Yeah.
that they need because people on PC are willing to pay a buck for
Yeah.
these games, which
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
I mean, if this thing is more powerful than a PS4 or PS5, that'd be amazing.
I wonder.
I doubt it's more powerful than a PS5.
Maybe not a PS5 because that can. I mean, I know it's not
PS5
true.
is pretty good.
Yeah. But probably. Oh, definitely. Probably a PS4. It's probably more powerful.
Yeah.
It's a full 1080p gaming system. You can't go any higher than that.
And think about this is only the start. I'm sure within a few years, like 5 years, we're gonna have a 1440p or a 4K gaming
Oh, I
Stream
bet. Yeah.
Deck or Steam Deck.
It'd probably be like 1080p on handheld and then 4K on a TV or something.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
it's
insane.
crazy.
I don't know. It's just really impressive what Valve is doing with their stuff. With
What
the
is that?
Valve Index and the Steam Deck, they're going to make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Less than half the horsepower when compared to next gen consoles. Even then,
Oh, no, it's 1280 by 800.
Oh.
But you won't notice the difference because it's such
Well,
a
it's such
small
a- yeah.
screen that it runs even better.
Yeah. Huh. I think that's a.
But it's 1080p if you plug it into a PC.
Yeah.
I actually really like handheld devices. I know we're really
I
off
love-
topic.
Yeah. I love the Switch though. Like, I mean, I sold mine a few years ago, but it's a really fun console.
I think it just doesn't have enough games.
Or
Yeah.
they do have the games, but they're extremely expensive, and Nintendo is super stingy.
That's not a problem though. I mean,
It's
Breath
super,
of,
they're super stingy on.
yeah, but Breath of the Wild, that's easily a $60 game.
that is true.
I have more than 350 hours in that.
You know,
Yeah.
like Mario Odyssey, that's not like a ton of hours, but it's still a really
If
amazing
you pay
game.
30 for it, you get your money's worth from it.
Yeah.
I think for me, like in terms of like Switch, when you buy one, you know what you're going to be playing on it, and I don't know if I don't know if I'd buy one because like I love Mario and I love those games,
There's
but
Smash.
I love
but
Smash, but I don't know if I'm going to be playing it. Like when I go to my computer or my desk, I want to play PC. I want to go on my PC. Like I don't want to turn on my Switch and play Mario because
We
not
should
everyone else
really
is gonna
bring
be
our
playing
Switch
Mario.
here
Yeah.
because we don't use it at home. And
We could do stuff for the podcast, like an activity.
yeah,
Mario Party or Smash. Or
A Mario
something.
Party would be fun. Smash,
Yeah.
I would get smashed.
And then you'd.
you
never
get
mind.
Maybe play
destroyed.
Mario Party.
Because Caleb and I would destroy you, and we'd fight it out, and then Caleb would destroy me.
Yeah,
Do
that's
the
how
down
it would
B
work.
as Bowser.
Yeah,
Every Bowser player does down B.
yeah.
If anyone knows Smash. The last thing about the Steam Deck, I think that it can be really successful. Although, if you were to go to, let's say, someone that owns like an Xbox, the new Xbox or something, I highly doubt that they would know what a Steam Deck is. Like certain people won't know.
It's not marketed very well to console people.
That's what I'm saying. If they do, then I think they can do really well. If they market it towards people that like those type of things, not PC gamers. I mean,
especially if they market it to the Xbox people,
yeah.
because you could probably play Microsoft games, like Game Pass
yeah, you can
games,
connect
through
it.
the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So, like literally, it's like the perfect
Yeah, it is.
device.
It
I
really
wouldn't. I'm
is.
not calling it a console because it's not.
Yeah. I mean, it's essentially a PC.
Yeah.
I think it's the next evolution in like LAN parties. Remember when those were a thing years ago?
yeah.
Like Xbox LAN parties for Halo.
Yeah. I think it's annoying to lug a giant gaming laptop around to
That's
go to those places.
true.
Imagine like we all go over a friend's house and we all have these things. We all play Gary's Mod or something, or just something fun.
That's
Yeah.
actually that's a good point. Huh.
Collaborative gaming is going to get a huge boost.
And what's crazy about it is since it's a PC, you can actually download emulators on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you can literally play emulated games through it, which is, I don't know. There's just so much you can do with it.
You said the
crazy.
first one's 200 or 300?
I think it's like 3 something.
Because you need a lot of desk space for like a gaming laptop.
Yeah.
So if more than like 3 or 4 people have laptops and want to play together, it's really inconvenient.
I wonder if this would be even like, I mean, this may be a stretch, but I wonder if this would be somewhat of a good option for those who don't want like a big desktop, but they also don't want like, they want a home station, but they don't want a laptop.
It's like a portable Mac Mini
Yeah.
that can play games.
With a screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, I
It's a
had
really
a
cool
thought about it
concept.
and like, oh wait, is that 400 for the first one?
Oh, it's
64
4.
gigs.
Well, yeah, that's why if you're gonna get one of these, you probably want to go all get 650, get the NVMe.
Yeah, 64 gigs. That's like one game.
Yeah.
No.
Some like you couldn't even put Warzone
Because
on there.
look,
No.
look, it says if you get the 650, you get the premium etched anti-glare glass, you get the carrying case, you get a bundle profile thing, oh, and a virtual keyboard theme. But you do get some stuff with it, like the etched glass.
Yeah. What's that chip on there, Ben? Is that Steam?
AMD Zen 2 RDNA 2.
I wonder if is that specifically developed for this. Probably.
I would assume so. Yeah.
That is so cool. Imagine playing stuff like I don't know, even just smaller games like Little Nightmares on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can play Little Nightmares on the Switch, but it's 30 FPS.
Oh.
Yeah, when it came out, I was not really super excited about it, but recently I've been seeing more about it and it sounds amazing.
What's the screen frame rate?
60 hertz.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, you don't need any more than that on a small device
Yeah,
like that.
that's true.
It saves battery power. A
Yeah,
lot
that
of
looks
battery
so
power.
Nice.
It
That
does.
looks really nice.
I always wanted a Vita, but I never got one because of lack of games.
I went to the Game Exchange the other day to go and see if they had a Vita, and they said that they're constantly out of Vitas.
Wow.
Huh.
People
I like how
buy
they have
them
the
up.
back buttons too.
Yeah, they don't have both bumpers. It's an actual trigger.
Mm.
And I love how the interface or the UI looks like Switch.
Yeah.
It's more like a Wii U.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you're right.
That's big picture mode. I think
It's-
it's their version of it.
it's super clean.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like games like Hades and stuff on there would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can even play, like, you can literally play Red Dead 2 on there if you wanted to.
I don't know. It's kind of tempting to be honest, but I wouldn't buy it until they're out and actually have reviews.
It said quarter 2.
I'm not gonna pre-order it.
No, yeah.
Well, yeah, quarter 2 is the farthest you can actually pre-order it for.
Yeah.
Wait.
Which
Like I don't even know if people will be able to regularly get them this year.
probably not.
Especially
they're
with
gonna be
shortages.
they're gonna be out.
Oh, they're
of
coming out this year?
everything. Yeah.
That is so cool. Like, if I were to get one, probably it would be in a scenario where like other people would get them too, and then it would be like that LAN party type thing
Yeah.
where I would like we can bring it over to someone's house and I'll play a game that we like
Mm-hmm.
on that. That's crazy.
over Ricky's
It's
house or something.
such a nice device.
It is very cool.
And it's cheaper than like a good gaming laptop.
Yeah.
Like
is
way
true.
cheaper than yours.
Yeah. Mine was like $950.
Yeah.
And
Plus-
there's a 1650 Ti in it, so it's not terrible. But
Oh
Yeah.
wait, if it's docked up, does the resolution and the frame rate? I mean, obviously the
I don't
resolution
think
was
I don't
scale.
think the frame rate does, but I think the resolution does.
I'm sure you could go 144 hertz.
Yeah, because if it's plugged into like a 144 hertz monitor,
Oh,
it wouldn't be that screen. It would be another screen. That'd be
Kind of
Yeah, I'm
nice.
not sure.
I don't know.
that is pretty cool.
Unless it's all locked at 60, but I'm not sure.
I mean, you have your work laptop with you, and you have like a little gaming device with you.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. We should get back into Sound Mind.
Yeah. We still
We
need
went way off.
we still need the spoiler section too.
I guess the feel of the game, yeah. Oh, was that a voice crack? You guys
I
hear
don't
that?
know.
I don't know.
It was like almost. It was so close. It was on the brink.
Drinking water too, and it's still my voice is like.
Is that water? Is it really water?
Yeah, it's water.
Oh, it's flavored water.
Yeah, it's like what is that? What are those things that
Like
not
crystal?
spritz.
not spritz?
Something
Those
else.
are carbonated. It was it's like this is Powerade. It's called Power Water. It's Powerade's version
Flavored
of
water.
yeah, like a there's B12 in it, B6.
Yeah,
a bunch
I
of
love
spritz.
spritz.
Spritz is
So good.
If you ever go to Cumberland, get spritz.
I guess, yeah, we talked about the similarities. I think Cumberland's is so off. I was going to say, I think Cumberland's is in, only in the Northeast? And then
Not sure.
south of us.
There's Wawa.
That's south.
That's like Midwest, Eastern Coast or Mid-Eastern Coast, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
So
Mid-Eastern Coast.
Character building is on here. At first, I was a little unsure of the voice actor, but then he started to sound like Troy Baker. Like Troy Baker in BioShock Infinite, particularly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I kind of liked it after a while.
It's weird. I know I said this. Okay, so whoever did the voice, so I like the voice actor a lot, but whoever mixed it or, whoever was the audio engineer to do that, they compressed that thing to death.
It was very bassy.
Yeah, it was like when he would talk, it's like, oh no, and it's like you can hear the compressor.
But I actually think they did that on purpose.
It was pretty
because it was in his mind.
That is true. Yeah,
because it was like maybe him talking to himself.
That was the other thing is because it didn't feel like it was in the atmosphere that he was in. Like if he was in a big room and he talked, it was still sound super compressed. And it sounded like it. Yeah, so that does make sense actually.
I feel like sometimes that can be a cop out though. Like, oh, none of it's real, so we don't have to make it sound real.
Yeah.
I love games like the anthology series, like when what would you call him? The curator?
Yeah.
When he was in that room, it sounded so good. Like he sounded like he was in that room. It was really cool. I like when they do stuff like that.
Good sound design is key.
Yeah, throughout the whole game, you could really tell that they put a lot of time and passion into it.
Yeah, you can tell that they loved the game. Like even though it wasn't the most polished thing in the world, I actually really enjoyed that.
The first area, without spoilers, was definitely my favorite part.
Yeah.
And they did some really creative stuff in that area.
The
mirror area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think for me actually, and I know, okay, so we all had different experiences when we were playing it, and there were certain parts that were less enjoyed than others for each and every one of us. The last area, which, I mean, I was like this is an indie game. This is crazy because it had such huge set pieces, and I don't want to spoil it, but it was one of those things where like if you're into like creepypasta and stuff like that, I don't want to say it. But there's a big set pieces,
but
like
Siren Head looking.
Yeah, like stuff like that. It's just like, wow, like what in the world? This is actually an indie game. Like, I actually really enjoyed the last area, but I know Jay, you didn't like it at all.
Well,
I think
I was playing it late because I thought we were gonna record last Friday, so I was playing it late. That may have made me more frustrated at it.
Oh, you played it even after the stream ended?
Oh yeah, I played it until I beat it after that.
Oh,
no, I think I liked it. Voice crack, whatever. Who cares? No, I liked it. But the thing is, at some time, I got stuck in multiple areas, and it kept like shooting.
The last one? Oh, yeah.
And it was like, I got mad a few times because it was like, it was a little irritating.
There was, I think one time where where it was hard to defend yourself, I guess I could say. And I was like I was pretty annoyed.
Yeah.
I think the worst part for me was for the third tower. I didn't know how to get to it. And basically, you have to let him break something first, and you can get to the path, but he wasn't breaking it for me. So I was running around for literally an hour and a half trying to find that one tower.
Oof.
And I only found it because I watched a video and someone did it. But I didn't know I had to like spawn him a certain way, then he breaks it, then you go through.
I think that might have been an oversight.
Yeah, it was just really convoluted, and I don't know how we're supposed to know to do that.
Yeah.
Because normally, there's barriers are everywhere, and when you see it, oh, I can't go through there. But in this case, the barrier had to be broken by other means, and it was just really annoying.
I could see that. Luckily, I was able to do it in the way that it was designed, but I think they might have been a little too... they might have made it a little too complicated because you have the ability to move anywhere you want. It's kind of like a mini, not an open world, but each of the sections of the game are kind of like large sections that you can explore. And this was like the largest and the most exploration friendly. So if you got stuck on something and this specific action wasn't triggered, you could just leave and, like you said, you wandered around, try to find it.
And the map was really big, the last map anyway, and I didn't have a lot of stamina, so it took me forever to get back and forth. And I was running back and forth to all areas of the map. And like I said, an hour and a half it took me to figure that out.
Yeah.
So that's why it was frustrating.
Was it my favorite part of it? Was probably the third area.
That was my least.
I liked it a lot. Okay, I don't know spoilers or anything, but like the thing that was after you,
It's stupid.
It is stupid.
It kind of grew on me after a while, though.
But when I liked the electricity puzzles. The electricity, like the 1, 2, 3 volts.
Yeah,
and then you needed to get the 3 different like colored materials and then combine it into the thing.
I did like that part.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I did like it better than the first area.
That was the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was the second one? I
The
forget.
light one.
That one was kind of forgettable.
It was
that one
like,
actually
it was
okay.
annoying.
That one was
Oh,
the
yeah.
most tense for me
Yes.
because I remember I was just like there's certain points where you have to like get out of situations really fast. So that was the most tense, but I think that was probably the slowest one.
Yeah.
Because the first one was creepy. The second one was kind of slow. The third one I kind of got annoyed at, but that was my fault because I didn't keep the chips on me. I had to go back, and it was kind of like a situation like you had. I was like wandering around trying to find the chips. I didn't realize that I had to go back and grab them. Mm-hmm. So that was on me. That was on me.
Yeah.
The second area was kind of glitchy for me because there were parts where this creature like pulls you into the ground, and like a box would be next to me because I was trying to get the box in the ground, and he'd suck me under the map, and I'd go out of bounds, and it happened a bunch of times. Because like a certain combination of the box and being pulled just like shot me straight under the map, and I died. I couldn't do
I
anything.
actually don't think I ever died that way.
I never died that way either. I guess it was just a glitch on your side.
Yeah.
I don't know if I died from the not creatures, but the things chasing you. I think I died from like fall damage one time.
There were the what was it? I think it was the light one where there were these 2 giant guys at the top of the hill. I died by that because I ran past all the small ones and I didn't realize that there were 2 big ones. And so I got overwhelmed by the small ones coming up to me and the big ones just hitting me.
Did you guys have issues with ammo? Like finding enough?
Not really.
I did towards the end.
You just had to get headshots and it was like a one-shot kill.
But it's annoying because they cover their face. And then
the big ones do.
Yeah, I ended up using the shard to kill them.
Really?
Yeah, I would just run and jump and
I'd use the
slash them in their
shotgun on the
head.
big guys.
The
shotgun and the pistol on the small.
I only used them for the big guys. And I'd use the barrels to blow them up to conserve ammo. And then I'd try to only go for headshots. So I never really had a big issue with that.
Yeah.
Plus, if you die, they respawn you with more ammo too. So yeah, I died a lot on certain parts, and I never had an issue.
Yeah. Wait, what was the name of the main character? Did he have a name?
Well, I don't know. Is it Desmond Wales or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking you were talking about the other guy, but
No. There was I think there's like only really a few characters that really speak.
The talking cat.
The talking cat.
the
which
voice didn't fit. But whatever.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing when I saw it talking to me. I was like, what is happening?
Also, like the game makes the relationship between the guy and the cat
That was
viewed.
kinda-
Yeah,
it was
it
a little
was
weird. I don't know what they were trying to say with that, but
I don't know. That was,
I don't know. We'll talk about it in the spoiler section, I guess.
that was
But
really weird.
The main character leaves some weird notes around. He really liked that cat. I don't know.
Way a little too much. I don't know. Is there anything else for at least before the spoiler section?
I mean the final area, but we could talk about that in the.
Yeah,
That was
well,
a
the
huge set
spoilers.
piece.
It was.
yeah,
it was
that's
really
that's,
cool.
I think that's why I liked it probably the most. Aside from some of
I
the
got
annoying.
annoyed at the midsection, which
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, you mean the final?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that I actually
wait.
breezed through.
The final?
No.
The radio one.
No, okay, so the radio section was my favorite. The last section of the
Really?
game.
I hated it.
I liked it a lot.
Hated it.
I think I liked it because of the setting. Like, I liked the whole, like, Siren Head type vibe.
yeah.
It was cool for me.
Well, no, I'm talking about the end.
Oh, the end. Yeah, I know.
I did. It was like mid for me.
I just
That section. Yeah,
I
it
just
was
kept
mid.
running. Like, literally, I just ran past everything.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
tried to kill him at first, and I kept dying to it, and so it was like.
The anti-gravity part messed me up.
Really?
Because like I would jump and then I'd fall. And
I
just
fell
die.
once. I got stuck.
Yeah, because I was trying to just like speed run, jump through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I kept falling and dying.
I
and
tried.
getting
I
more
tried to high
frustrated.
five that. That
Oh, I
mannequin.
did.
Oh, I got it.
I couldn't get it.
Yeah, I got the achievement.
But whatever.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right?
For
unless
the
you guys-
non-spoiler, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. Very unique.
Yeah, I recommend playing it, especially if you get it on sale. Like it was like what, $20?
It was like 30. But I
Was it
think
really
I think
30?
it was the winter sale and
No.
you got it for 20.
It was 20.
You got it for 30?
No, JJ bought it for me.
It was 20.
Oh, right.
He bought me like 3 games.
You
Yeah.
bought it for me.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, did you?
I bought
But
you
you
2.
got me Jackbox.
Oh, wait. What?
I bought it for
Okay,
myself.
I'm confused.
I used the gift card I got from your parents to buy it.
Yeah. Okay. And then
yeah, it
you
was
refunded
$20.
GTFO and then
Yeah.
Okay. It's all clearing up.
Yeah.
So very good game, very unique, very refreshing,
Very
especially.
creative.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about those in the spoiler section.
Yep.
Yes.
Spoiler.
Spoilers.
So my favorite part of the game is the shopping mall area because it has a lot of inspiration, which I actually have notes that I wrote down when playing the game. So there was the jump scare with the guy running in the room there.
Yeah.
That's the first time you see him. There's also the jump scare when you're not really jump scare, but when you take a photo in the booth and in the picture there's a dude behind you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
I
never
don't
did
think I
that. I
noticed
noticed that.
You never did it?
Oh, I
No.
don't think I took a picture.
Yeah, because if you have coins, you can go into the booth and you take, it's like a little photo booth in the mall or whatever. So you take a picture and you look at the picture and the dude is behind you.
I only found one coin for the
I found a couple.
the machine.
You can use it for
You never got
upgrades.
all of them?
Well, I found coins within the main area, but I only found one coin in the shop.
Yeah. Actually,
You
that
found
might be
the three from the cash registers?
Oh.
Wait, you never did the cash register
No,
puzzle?
we
We
did.
did,
I
but
did.
I
Oh.
didn't realize you can open it.
What do you mean?
No.
The cash register?
You get one.
One coin from each cash register.
I don't know.
Oh,
grabbed one,
I
I
only
think.
did one.
Yeah, I grabbed one.
Oh, so I grabbed all the coins and I did all those
Oh,
things.
makes sense.
There is one room where there's a bunch of shopping carts flipping out. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
You have to run in and grab a doll, and all these shopping carts are spazzing
yeah.
out. It was meant to be scary, but I started laughing because it was kind of
It
funny.
was funny, yeah.
And there's a bunch of other stuff in that area too.
I didn't get the freezer thing. That was kind of annoying.
Yeah, that was.
Where the main dude locks you in a freezer and turns the fan on and you're
Yeah.
like dying. But then you see this mannequin, which you do see the mannequins before.
Yeah, I was kind of like freaking out, like, what do I do here? And I was about to like
And
pause the
then
game
you
and look it up.
Basically, it's like the mannequins were a sort of like you look away and
like
they move.
weeping angels.
Yeah.
The main character is like a Medusa type character,
Yeah.
which every one of the villains, so-called villains, they have like a symbol correlating with Greek mythology.
Really?
So
Oh
there's-
yeah.
There was Medusa. Second one was Icarus, who flew too close to the sun and burned up. The third one, what was that one? Oh, that was
That was anger.
that wasn't the God of War,
It
was
was
it?
rage.
It was like a bull or something.
Yeah.
No, it was a Minotaur.
Yeah.
And then the last one, Cyclops.
Was it?
Oh, because
Yeah.
of one eye. Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Because you have to put those in the puzzle.
Yeah,
in
I
the fourth
remember
area. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had to plan that out.
I like the mannequins because I was scared at first, or it creeped me out at 1st. But then you realize that they're kind of helping
They're helping you, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
That was one of my favorite parts in the whole game when you go up to the locker and you find that it's locked. So you turn around and right in your face is a mannequin holding the key that
Right
wasn't
where
there.
you walked through before.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
startled me. I didn't jump or yell or anything,
Yeah.
but it was super creative.
That was the best like jump thing that happened in the game.
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
they,
it's not really a jump scare. It's more of like a thing that just happens.
Which I like about the game is that they don't have like jump scares where they make a super loud noise. It's that dude like running around
yeah.
randomly.
Which Chug said he annoyed him, but I actually kind of liked him because he was kind of like comforting almost, like he's just there talking to you.
Okay, so I think it was the heat of the moment, as in like annoyed, is like it just kind of like scares you. But I did enjoy him being there. It's just I was more annoyed of like him jump scaring me. I'm like, dude, come on.
He was
stop
a cool
doing that."
character.
He was.
Yeah.
I think it was a good addition.
When he calls you on the phone, you feel safe. So you like I was never worried about enemies jumping at me during
Yeah.
that. I would just sit there and just listen to it.
Which something else about feeling safe is that we've said this multiple times, but what makes a good horror game is that what makes a good horror game good is that a lot of times they let you relax. So there's this area in the what's your apartment in the apartment building, and there's this really soft music that plays, and the cat is in there, and you know you're not gonna get attacked, and it's like a nice little like you get to relax for a minute. But also during the gameplay, there are sections where it's all puzzles, and they don't throw enemies at you, and you get like a time to relax.
That's why I like the third area.
Like
It
even
did
the
have quite a few.
that was the
suitcase puzzle,
most. What is it?
the suitcase puzzle with the conveyor belts.
That was stupid.
Wait,
I didn't like that
suitcase?
one. Where the conveyor belts, you need to move up and down.
There's this case that you need to
what I'm talking
open
about.
somehow.
Oh, that was so
with
annoying.
the stupid bowl thing after you.
I actually didn't mind that one that much.
I got so annoyed because if you're in a place where he can't hit you, he sprays the gas at you, and it's
Yeah.
like you can't get away from him. It's so annoying.
He always killed me through the chain link fences at the first part.
Yeah, that was pretty irritating.
I actually really like the music that plays when he chases you.
Yeah.
Electric guitar, like
Yeah,
Metal.
it's pretty cool. Which they had this guy, the Tombstone or something, make music for it. He did all the songs.
I know the original song was pretty good, and they even added words to it later when the Asian Agent Rainbow was singing it on the piano.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Which the main like bad guy or the guy that follows you around is Agent Rainbow. Which I mean, there's this whole thing where a lot of the game revolves around this chemical weapon or chemical experiment where
government cover-ups.
Yeah, like the CIA or something. They're doing an experiment where they're putting this chemical in the water, and it makes make people crazy? Oh no! It basically it makes this. They call it Agent Rainbow, which is the guy, and he kind of formulates as like the worst parts of yourself, and I guess he just kind of breaks you down from the inside. He's a really cool character.
Yeah.
And I knew it from close to the beginning that he's your subconscious.
I kind of not expected it.
He was just there to put him down. And if he was an actual person, he wouldn't just call him and berate him every time he does something.
Yeah. I don't know when the first time I realized that it was in your mind. I mean, the game in sound mind, but I think maybe when the guy showed up. Because at first I was kind of like, oh, where am I? Like, I didn't think I was in, like, my mind. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, towards the end, there was that one statement he made where the main guy, Desmond, he's like, I'm in sound mind.
Nah,
I'm
that was shoehorned in.
roll
Like,
credits.
Really? Really? You had to say that?
He said the name of the game.
There was that, what's that one guy who does like the movie pitch ideas?
Oh, Screen Rant? Is that it?
Yeah. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah. Is that Screen Rant?
I think so. He's like one person in that.
Yeah, he's
group.
funny. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Agent Rainbow is a really interesting character. I liked him a lot. I don't know. Did the whole CIA like cover up thing? That guy did that like interest you? Or were you kind of like expecting it to be that?
I thought it was interesting.
I mean, I like that it's. I don't know. I like that it had that play on it because obviously, we know like there has been stuff that's been done like that.
But they set it up for a second game.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
And the whole point was that company poisoned you and you were dying on the ground the entire game.
Yeah.
And what was his name? Ethan?
Yeah, the very last guy.
He came in and found you. So you managed to make contact with him somehow. Maybe that was you making a phone call seconds before you died or before you passed out. I don't know what was happening.
Oh, yeah.
I think it might kill you, but also I think so when you go to each section, that's you going to each of your patients that have died.
But all those patients also were involved with that company.
Yeah, they had that chemical, I believe.
Yeah. And Ethan was the only one who actually knew what was going on. So he was
Yeah.
investigating it. Like he was blocking the signals in his cabin and stuff like that. What was the third one?
The third one was the angry guy. He had the pills, and that is what drove him to kind of like destroy some of the property of his old workplace.
So, yeah, so what happened with him was I think he let Ethan in there to explore or something. I forget. But anyway, he was fired because he crashed a truck and he had anger issues. That's where the whole rage bull thing came from. And he was mad for being fired, so he broke in and destroyed a bunch of company property. So the government actually killed him in the truck and covered it up.
Oh,
And that's why he was dead in the truck down there.
oh. The other thing is that he lost his daughter, and that was another like kind of a thing that they explored is that not everyone is like all bad, I guess you can say, because for instance, the first area in the shopping cart place, that girl committed suicide, but it was one because of the chemical. I think it was affecting her, but also like the people around her and like the whole like consumerism thing, and like I think she had issues with accepting, like you remember when it was like
She had issues of people accepting her.
Yeah.
but also like change, because the old mart was going out of business and the new mart was in, and she was like, I don't know, I think she was like struggling with that, or I don't know, but basically everyone, like each person that you go to, they're not what they're like, how do I say it, like they're not
portrayed.
Yeah, like their world, like the anger guy, the bull, it was very like rageful, but yet like he loved his daughter, and he had like motives to like to take care of his daughter. He wasn't all bad, which I like that.
Now, the one I didn't get was Alan, the second one. Now,
I keep forgetting about that one.
I know it's so forgettable, and I don't even know his story.
I think the government was spying on him because he got the shipments of the chemical, and I think he was kind of like he knew about it or something, because there was a chemical spill, I think, and that's how he got affected by it. And he always was kind of unstable because of like fear and stuff. He was always paranoid, kind of like the last guy, but not so much. So his thing was fear. That's why he was like an embodiment of fear. He was all black, and I don't know. It was kind of like I don't know. That one was weird. I forget about it.
Huh. Now, the whole thing that came from the Rorschach test, or ink blot test, whatever they call it, where they have the patient look at it and say, all right, what does this look like to you? One of those tests look exactly like the guy in the hole. So that's probably where Desmond got that guy from.
Yeah, that's how you imagined him as.
Yeah.
And also, as he's going through each of these areas and his past patients, the reason why he's doing that is because Agent Rainbow, or his worst conscious, or the worst parts of his conscious, is trying to break him down, because they all died, and he feels responsible for that because he wasn't able to help them. So at the end of each section, he kind of heals them in his own way, even though obviously they're dead, except for the last guy. But that was, I like that, because there was a lot more weight on the main character than just these guys are bad and, they're just to be scary.
He had to kind of accept his own demons. And even at the end, I think Rainbow still talks to you, saying like, oh, I'll actually never truly leave.
Yeah.
But
he knows how to combat him pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing with Ethan coming in sets it up for another game.
Yeah. I wonder how they're going to do that, if they do.
Unless they don't and leave it at that, which I kind of hope they don't make another game.
I mean, it depends on how they approach it, because they can't do huge set. I mean, they might be able to, but
it
like,
wouldn't
it's
be
not
in the
same.
mind anymore.
Yeah, that's what made it really intriguing.
Yeah.
Maybe actually, they already did sort of in Ethan's mind with the whole war thing, which I really didn't like that area with the whole war setting.
It was constantly like going back and forth between like the barbed wire. I mean, it was showing you where to go, but like you kept getting blown up.
Yeah.
Well, there's one section in that area that really annoyed me, where you go into the cabin, and everything, the balloons start popping everywhere, and then you have to use your radio on these little nodes all the way to the door.
But you need to use the glass to see it.
So you use the glass. Meanwhile, you're dying. So you have to look at the glass, temporarily see the thing, hit the node, and then look at the next one with the glass. So it took forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part was annoying.
Which the glass mechanic was super creative.
Oh, the shard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Like, especially with the Medusa thing.
Yeah. And every time, I like how they kind of not like notify you, but they make it a point that you should use your shard of glass here, because like you'll step on glass and you'll hear the sound.
Yeah.
And then you know to pull up your glass and look behind you and see the hints on the walls and all that kind of stuff.
Like the part where Agent Rainbow locks you into that one room there. It wasn't a cooler. It was
a fan
It was a
room?
fan above it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ventilation room or something.
Yeah.
Then there's invisible pipes that you have to parkour on.
That was cool.
Oh yeah.
Took me a while to figure that out, but it was pretty cool.
I wonder what they're gonna do. Like, let's say they do a sequel. I mean, obviously they can't do In the Mind or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it'd be a lot darker because if you think about it,
It'd be in real life.
Yeah, and like, what are they gonna like? Just shoot government officials? To,
Yeah.
like, I mean, it'd be kind of weird.
That's why I wouldn't say that making a second game would be. Maybe they should focus on making something else that's unique again.
Yeah. I mean, even Agent Rainbow, he doesn't exist outside the real world. He's a chemical that is an embodiment of like your worst parts of your conscious. He wouldn't even be in the game, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he would, but not really.
He'd be in your brain. He'd be talking to you like.
I guess they could do that, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how they do that.
I think that would be kind of tough.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be cool though if they could pull it off.
If they can, yeah. I also would. I like how they approach things, especially if this is their first game, which I think it is. I'm not entirely sure.
Or they could always do, instead of making a new thing, add a workshop and you be able to use their, what is it? Like there may be an editor and build your own stories.
I don't feel like that's the type of game for that.
I mean, maybe. I mean, it's kind of set
possibly.
up like Gmod in a way. Where
It'd be better to go to Gmod.
Like
what is it?
It'd be better to go to Gmod for that because there's more support and more tools.
I guess.
yeah.
But like,
or
if you create your own stories, kind of like Amnesia, where you can kind of build your own.
I forgot they had that.
They finally added it to Rebirth.
But does anyone even use that?
A lot of people did years ago.
I feel like
but I don't think it's as big now.
It was big when PewDiePie was getting his start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the final boss fight. So you guys had issues with the gravity stuff? Maybe?
No.
Is
Well,
that-
I did. And particularly, sometimes you'd jump and then you'd realize that there's chemical right there and you'd land on it. And I barely had any health for that part. So I would land on it and die. And then I'd just stare at my monitor for a second.
But you didn't use your pills for health. You didn't know they were
I didn't
used
know
for
you
that.
could do that. Yeah.
I would just keep popping them and just like full sprinting.
I only had trouble on the radio section of it, like the very, like almost to the
Where
end.
you put the tapes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so. He puts the tapes in, but what is that, like him re-recording because he's starting new, or he's like accepting that they all, like a couple of them died, his patients?
I guess so.
Like, because he pressed record, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. So he was erasing that.
Oh, because those were like an embodiment of like his guilt,
Yeah.
I guess.
He truly accepted them, so he was erasing them so he couldn't go back, I guess. And that was like the final action he took to truly defeating his inner villain, something like that.
Yeah. But that was a huge set piece too.
Oh, it's huge.
With Agent Rainbow's head just.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Massive.
thinking how cool that would be in VR to look up and see that.
Yeah. Is that a game? Oh, you could play it in VR, right? Because you have that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as good
Yeah.
because it's not like you can't just hold it with your hands. You got to use keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that tool, it just changes the camera to VR, so you have to use a keyboard and mouse or controller.
They don't let you. Wouldn't there be something that you could use for that? Like something like what is it? DS4.
It'd be different because the game actually has to have support for moving around objects.
It'd be awkward.
Physics.
It'd be like playing like you have the two Switch controllers and you having them in opposite hands instead of it being connected. It'd be kind of awkward
Yeah.
because you would use them as regular controllers because it has like triggers on it and everything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it would be even more awkward because they're not really made for that.
Well, I think you can, but they don't have all the same buttons. So it doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
Ben, what do we have for time?
1:14. Or
Oh, that's not bad.
Final thoughts?
It's a good game.
I liked it. Some parts were frustrating, probably because I played it late at night.
Yeah.
It's always a bad sign. It's like
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2.
Because I thought we were playing it that Friday, but then we never ended up recording. Because I don't think you finished it that day.
No. Well, what happened? We were gonna record it Saturday. I forget what happened.
Yeah, you were going out.
had to go out,
Oh, that's right.
do some stuff.
Yeah. Very unique. It was. The way I would describe it is refreshing.
Yeah. It was weird. A day after I beat it, I sat down on my computer and I wanted to play something. And I was kind of sad that I didn't have a game like Inside Mind to play.
Yeah.
Just kind of like not super involved, like not AAA.
Yeah.
I was
Game of
I was about to say God of War.
Yeah,
But that's AAA.
sometimes I don't feel like playing AAA games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's the one big one every couple of years that I'll play. Like last big one was The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
Though there was stuff like Resident Evil that are smaller but still AAA.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like there's a game. Remember that cowboy game I played?
Which one?
It was super small.
Oh, I
game.
know what you're talking about. I
Like,
forgot what the
it
game
was super
called, though.
unpolished, but it was so fun because there was like this little story going on, and it was like really refreshing to have something like that, something super indie.
The one
and-
you did the buy or pass on?
Yeah, that one.
We should really have a section or a segment for indie game showcases. Like really unknown, obscure games,
Yeah.
and we play them and review them.
There are a lot because like when we do our research for videos, there are some that have like no reviews, and I'm always curious, like, what if I download this and try it? Like, what if someone put a lot of work into a game and just no one, or like only a few people have reviews on it or something like that?
Yeah, I watched a video where a guy went and played like 5 games that had no players. Like he used Steam charts and like scrolled down to like page, a couple hundred down the list. And like most of them are garbage, but I think one of them he played, it was really good and like hand drawn, all that stuff. Like he reviewed it really well. But there are some hidden gems out there that no one's ever heard of.
That'd be kind of cool. It'd take a lot of research.
It would, yeah. Or just playing random ones.
Yeah.
And if it's garbage, just refund it, I guess.
Yeah. Gotta get.
They can't do too many refunds though.
Yeah, that's
Steam
true.
limits it. Oh, probably.
You're limited to how many you do. If you do like 20 in like a 2-day period, I feel like that'd be
Yeah.
bad.
Though if they're really that small, they'll probably be a couple $1 games.
Yeah.
Or free.
Yeah.
So we can get ready for the video. I gotta run to the bathroom because I've been drinking a ton of water.
I do too.
Okay.
And then we'll play the video after.
Are we all set, Ben?
Yeah.
And we're back.
All right. Let's get this thing started.
I was wondering if we should put
It's
a picture
an
in picture
hour
mode.
long.
It's not an hour long.
It's like 8 minutes or
Is this
something.
also recording on video as well?
Why does it say an hour?
Yeah, it
I
does
didn't
show an
stop
hour.
recording.
Oh, it said 7 minutes.
I didn't stop.
Yeah, but is it on OBS or something? Well, actually.
He has he's showing it on OBS.
Oh, okay. All right. You can start it, Ben.
All right, try not to laugh.
That's really
That's loud. That's loud.
It's really loud.
Turn it down, Ben. Oh
Super
my.
loud.
All of
It's
these
so
are
loud. So loud.
You gotta turn it down.
there's no balance in audio.
How long is that?
No, I sent him this one.
Oh, you're just reusing them?
Yeah, he's reusing my meme.
I've seen that one before.
That one
though.
got me.
Yeah, they are repeats.
I think you sent that.
Man,
Chug used to send that a
he's
lot.
just like pulled out like mine in his meme folder. I've seen like all of these.
The alligator one. It's so funny.
This one's one of the longest ones.
What? What is this game?
VR Workshop.
Oh.
It's a woodworking game.
Oh, is that actually bread or is that a piece of wood?
That's bread.
It looks like wood.
Why does it take so hard to saw through? What is this, Brian?
He's making bread French fries.
It better not be stick bug. If
What
it's
is
stick,
that?
if it's stick bug, if it's get stick bugged, I'm gonna be mad.
What is that thing on his right? Is that a spear?
I don't know.
It looks like it's get stick bugged.
Hmm.
Kind of looks fun though. Whatever this
Is
is.
that really bread?
Yeah, I knew it.
Come on, Brian.
I saw that from a mile
Though
away.
I do love this stick bug video. What's the quality?
This isn't the good one of Mr. Krabs.
What?
It's just a stupid thing where it just falls. Come on. What?
Okay.
Yeah. What did he say?
I don't know. Something in Spanish?
And Coop delivered undercooked salmon.
I literally sent it to him.
I never saw that.
Describes this spider as being the size of a full-grown pizza.
Okay.
This is Zebby at school.
What are those?
What?
Half of these are like ones that I've sent to in the chat.
I wonder how much YouTube is gonna demonetize us, even though we're not monetized. Is that a rat?
Why?
What's going on?
A lot of Pepsi, apparently.
That was it?
What? That one was weak.
The first time?
I like the Terraria music.
Yeah.
Twitter memes are weak.
They are pretty weak. Is that it? Oh, Brian.
That was weak.
A couple of them were funny.
Okay, yeah, we did laugh
There
at a
was a
few of them, but
few.
like
Though. The alligator one was amazing.
Yeah.
60% of those are ones that I've sent in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of repeats of mine. Come
So,
on, Brian.
Brian, don't send us. Don't. Never mind.
That was weak. We laughed. I did laugh a couple times.
It was the taser one and the
The
alligator
taser
one.
one was funny.
He did get us a
Yeah.
couple times.
The ones that we haven't seen. That was the ones that got us. And
Next
that was
time
like
we-
4 of them.
Next time we do this, we got to get someone that we know isn't gonna repeat.
Yeah. Or somebody that's not in the
Well,
chat.
we know he has memes that aren't repeats, though.
Yeah, he does.
He probably knew we liked some of those other ones, so he threw them in there.
Yeah. I mean, I like the it's raw, and then he punches
Oh,
the
punches the salmon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for that. Okay. Well, we're gonna close down. So, thanks everyone for listening, and we will see you in the next podcast.